Geminis, what's going on, princesses? It's your man ESR and Star back again with another general read for you all. Gems and princesses. How about that? So for those who get offended by being called a princess, this is your general read for today. Take it however it resonates. Leave the rest. Don't take anything at all if it doesn't resonate. Simple as that. If you would like a personal read from me, you are able to book one by sending me an email. You'll find my email in the description box, as well as the link to my weekly podcast where I talk about spirituality, tarot, personal development, things of that nature. Words of encouragement for those out there willing to need it. Any messages, special messages I feel like putting out there, I got that for y'all. So check out the Earnest Thoughts Tarot Cast. Again, you'll find the link to that in the description box as well. But if you want a personal reading, you shoot me an email, you ask for one. I will never reach out to you asking you if you want a personal reading. Offering any other service in general, I will never do any of that. So if anyone does claim to be me and claims that they're going to give you a reading or any other service that I don't even provide, it is fake. So let's get right into your reading, Gemini. We start off with the Seven of Wands. I know that glare is crazy, so this makes it at least more visible to me, at least. This is you being very protective of yourself, and seeing how the rest of the reading is going, I can't really put my finger on why that is the case. Maybe it's a divorce happening. A lot of love readings, man. And it hasn't been good. I've been sounding like the readers that I tend to go at when they do love readings, man. But I'm just giving you the energy, right? Nonetheless, it is a lot of sunlight helping here. Not with this card, but a lot of brightness still in the background. You do have the Magician in reverse. This is wasted potential and manipulation as well. And honestly, Gemini, I feel as though this separation is your fault. You probably don't want to hear that. And you're being super protective, and stuff, and you're trying to be like, okay, but here's what I feel as though you're doing. Instead of saying I created this problem, so I should be apologetic about it, you're like, I created this problem. This person is biting back, and now I have to bite even harder. When it's like the only reason why they're biting is because you bit first. So they're biting back. And now you got to bite harder and you think you're in the right. When in actuality, you're the one who started this mess. You wouldn't have gotten bit had you not bit first. And now you feel as though now you got to go crazy on this fool. This person. Because you do have the Empress in reverse. This is insecurity. Gemini, I don't know why you first of all, you're a princess, so stop this. Stop this shadow side of you where you're these shadow acts, let me just say, where you're starting shit with somebody and there's a divorce happening, like I said, because usually the Four of Wands, this is usually like the symbolic of a marriage, of a unionship, right? But this in reverse is instability. So when you think of like a union or a marriage of some sort, when it's in this position, this can be, again, a divorce. But Gemini, I feel as though you did something that caused this to happen. It could be you was manipulating that individual, you know. And wasted potential again is another meaning of the magician in reverse, is because you know better. You know better, but you didn't do better. And now this person that you once was with no longer wants to be with you for good reason, if you ask me. If you're being very manipulative, who wants to be with a manipulative partner? Nobody. Whether it's a manipulative romantic partner, manipulative friendship, work partner, associate, whatever. Nobody wants to be manipulated by someone who claims to have some type of love or respect for them. No one wants to be manipulated, period. You know, by politicians, by people in general. No one wants to be toyed with, you know? And you being in this energy of, oh, now, I gotta fight now. I gotta fight. You caused this by being this. Now, just because this energy is here doesn't mean that it's not present. As I said, you got these 3 cards. Look at all that shine, brightness, goldness, sunlight in the background. Not just talking about in this video, but I'm talking about with these cards. You have the potential to reverse this energy. You know what I'm saying? So don't take this as a final say of, I am doomed. This thing is going to, you know, this divorce is, you have the potential to, like I was saying earlier, acknowledge your wrongdoing. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledge that you might be doing something. You might be manipulating your partner. And the sooner you acknowledge that and the sooner you course correct, there's the potential that you do save your marriage. You do save your unionship. You know, there's a potential for that. Even if it doesn't happen, it's still a good precedent to set for yourself for the future. So you know, okay, I was doing this thing. It was mucked up. It was wrong. For my next relationship, for my next partnership, whatever that might be, I don't want to be someone who is a magician in reverse. I don't want to be a manipulator. I want to be someone who helps create things. I want to be someone who helps makes things happen. You know, I don't want to be someone who, you know, again, is a manipulator. I don't want to be that. So even if it doesn't save your marriage or save whatever this relationship is, if it doesn't save it at all, still, it's better to know where you messed up at and to course correct for future situations than it is to stay in this energy of, I'm going to just now fight back because the person that, you know, you initially, like I said, I'm using the metaphors of biting, but, you know, the person that bit you did it because they were bit first by you. You did something to cause them to react that way, and they did it, and now you're like, how dare you bite me back? Instead of, again, going inside and saying, how dare I treat somebody that I care about this way? They wouldn't have reacted. And again, I'm not excusing their behavior. You know, it's not surprising when somebody reacts in defense mode after being hurt, but it doesn't excuse your behavior. And in fact, it makes you worse. It makes you look worse in my eyes because you're the one who caused this individual to react the way that they did. And now you're like, how dare you react that way? Instead of, again, going inside and saying, maybe I did something that caused this reaction. I did do something that caused this reaction. And instead of going inside and saying, for the next time with this person, if they give me another chance, I'm going to make sure that I don't do this. Or if I lose out on this person for going forward in the future, I don't want to be in a situation like this again where I am manipulative, where I am hurting somebody that I care about in this way or just, you know, whatever, right? So I would say you do more of that and less of the defense mode of, well, now I gotta fight back because I just got hit. You just got hit because you hit them first. What's not clicking here, Gemini? Again, I'm trying to get you to be your best self. You can take this message however you want to take it. That goes for any sign at the end of the day. Go ahead and thumbs down the video if you feel compelled to do so. But it's not gonna make you feel better. It's not gonna get you out of this situation. It's not gonna make the situation better in general. What will make you feel better, what will possibly help out the situation, is if you're true about what your part in this divorce, essentially. If you're honest with yourself and you go for it, like I say, and say, hey, I did this, I was responsible for this going forward. If I got another chance with this person, or if I just get another chance at love in general in the future, this is what I want to avoid, and this is how I'm going to move to avoid that. But it's up to you how you respond to it at the end of the day. And I'm going to leave the reading right there. If it does apply to you, if it does, cool. If it doesn't, if it doesn't apply, cool. If it does apply, be honest with yourself. Be honest with God. You ain't got a comment in the comment section. I love the comments, but you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell the world. But you do have to be honest with yourself, and you do have to be honest with God about what's going on right now. And, that's a start. That's a start to getting things back on track, or getting things getting things to a position to where you would want them to be, if you don't want this craziness going on right now. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for trusting me for being your one of, I can't even, what does, do I pull one more card for you? I will. 10 of Wands. All right. So this is you. I think that you a part of why you're acting the way that you are, Gemini, because I think the universe wanted me to continue on this message. But part of why you're acting this way is you're very frustrated. You're very frustrated with possibly work. This is you overworking yourself, burning out, but not seeking help, and reaching a limit and forcing yourself to do more. So then you probably felt compelled to be manipulative to your partner. They caught on to it because you underestimated their intelligence. And to avoid all of this, it just seems as though you needed to take a break, and you needed to seek help when you need to. Seek wise counsel. I don't see the King of Swords here at all. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Why not? The bottom of the deck, you have the Tower in reverse. So, stalling, resisting change, fear in the past. I'm not going to say if you let the Tower fall, then the divorce is going to go through. Because I feel like the Tower in reverse is more so in relation to, again, you not being okay with change, and possibly you dwelling on the past. Maybe a past situation with a past marriage, a past unionship with somebody that didn't work out. And now you're in this current situation to where you feel as though you now have to manipulate, but control every aspect of it, from how your partner thinks, what they do, how they live, decisions they make, and they're a grown adult themselves. They can make these decisions for themselves that will not cause a damper in the relationship. And in fact, the very I'm going based off of when I've done shit like this in the past. If you don't feel as though your partner is capable of making decisions that will benefit the relationship, that will not hurt you, you will do things like try to control them, control them in ways so you feel as though that's going to protect the relationship or protect you. Yeah, that is not your partner's fault, though. It wasn't my partner's fault when I was doing that. It is not your partner's fault that you have this irrational fear of whatever it is. If there's reasons as to why you don't truly trust your partner, I think you need to seek the wise counsel, seek the help in regards to why you have this lack of trust with somebody that you're in this partnership with. Because I think that's where all this frustration starts, is your lack of trust for them, your fear of the past, what may have happened in the past, and it's now causing you to react the way that you're reacting in this reading here. That's how I could come up with whatever, and I'm going to end it here for real. I'm not going to pull anything else. So if you would like a personal reading with me, you are able to book that by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box of this episode and every other video, as well as find the link to my podcast. I'll talk about spirituality, talk about things like this as well, especially regarding to me, how I've dealt with it, personal life things and all this other stuff, spirituality once again. So if this is stuff that you would like some guidance in, and seeing how somebody has dealt with this situation and how they've gotten through it, or how they, just coming up with a new perspective on how to think about these things, go subscribe to the Earnest Thoughts Tarotcast, because again, these are the subject matters that I will talk about and be more so in depth with over there, minus the reading of the tarot cards and stuff. Again, that's specifically for here, and obviously the personal readings. If you would like to book one, once again, email me about that. That's the only way you could book one. You email me. I would not reach out to you. So if there's anyone impersonating me, claiming to be me, sending you messages on social media, sending you messages via email even, claiming to be me, it is not me. I would never reach out to you asking you if you want a personal reading. Like that bell said, listen. But this is your reading, Gemini. Last words I'm going to say to you before we get out of here. Seek that help. Like, I think you need to talk to somebody about this situation, this frustration that you have. I think you really do honestly need to talk to somebody about it. Because it's making you into somebody that I personally would not want to be with. So I can only imagine how this individual who wants to leave you feels right now. So yeah, seek help, and that is going to relieve a lot of the stress that you're going through right now, and it's going to help out with avoiding a lot of this mess. And even once again, if the person is like, nope, I saw that side of you, I no longer want to deal with somebody who is going to do this to me or see that side of you ever again, you at least know that in the future, what not to do in order to be, what not to do within your next relationship, essentially. So, best of luck to you, Gemini. Hopefully your next reading is a more so positive one. But again, now that you are aware of the energy, and if it applies, of course, now that you're aware of the energy, it is up to you to shift it to a more desirable outcome. All right. Thank you for those who've been watching, commenting, liking, subscribing as well. Really do appreciate all of that. Continue to do so and continue to stay safe out there. Peace out.